Good evening, welcome to Tonight Live. Now it's time for our real story, where we speak to an individual with an extraordinary tale to tell. Emma Baylin is an inspirational woman from Yorkshire who's helping to cure long-term illnesses through power of her voice and her fabulous singing. She discovered her love of singing at the age of 5, not knowing at the time that it would have such an impact in her life and touch the lives of so many more. Joining me now from West Yorkshire is Super Emma Baylin. Emma, thank you for being with us tonight. Tell me a little bit about your amazing group that you've set up.
So I'm founder of Shared Harmonies, which is a community interest company, and we specialise in workplace wellbeing, team building and leadership, and then we reinvest all the profits in our community singing for wellbeing groups. And in those we work with people with a range of long-term conditions, from Parkinson's to dementia, people affected by cancer, people struggling around mental health, and people living with long-term respiratory conditions.
I see, this is wonderful, isn't it? So, and what do you see when they get out of the singing and the music? What are they transformed, and look, you know, what do they get out of it?
I mean, singing is just the most incredible thing ever. I call it a superpower. Lots of people think that they can't sing, but actually the benefits that we get from singing are just remarkable. And it really doesn't matter what you or anybody else thinks of your voice. You get all these incredible benefits just from giving it a go. And singing does just incredible things. It has been proven to lower the amount of stress hormone that's present in our bodies. It's been proven to release neurotransmitters that do incredible things like endorphins that can interrupt our perception of pain and give us that feeling of euphoria. It can release oxytocin, which is the trust hormone that you get when you give somebody a hug, and it helps you feel bonded and connected with other people. It releases serotonin, which is linked to our memory function and helps sleep and appetite. I mean, literally, it just does incredible things. And yeah, I mean, whether we're doing a one-off session in workplaces or whether we're doing long-term programs in communities with people with long-term conditions, we literally see people transforming. So we see people gaining much more confidence in themselves. We see people reporting that they're experiencing less pain in their long-term condition. We have had people with improvements in lung function that come to the Singing for Breathing classes, people who've been able to reduce their inhaler use or even oxygen tank use. And we just see such a sense of camaraderie and people coming together. And for me, that's one of the most powerful things. I'm a huge believer in the power of human connection. And I think the pandemic has really shown us what happens when we don't have that. And I see it all the time in our groups, how powerful transformation can be when you're doing that with other people.
And Emma, so during the pandemic, and we're still in it actually as it goes, but during the sort of nub of it at the beginning, what happened to Shared Harmonies? Were you able to do it online?
Yeah, eventually. So I had a panic at first, like I think many people did. I actually had no idea how a whole business that was built on bringing people together and singing could ever survive what we were experiencing. But we did. We researched, we spoke to our participants, and we took it online, and we did a number of things. So we did sessions through Zoom every week. We brought our different groups together, and they've formed some incredible connections. We did Facebook Lives twice a week so that we could connect to people through that. We did event energizers in companies online. And we also created other projects that would enable people to come together who maybe were struggling to get online. Because I think, you know, although that's been amazing, being able to do things like this and communicate remotely, that's not been the same for everybody. So either because of anxiety or mental health issues, or because of tech skills, or because of lack of equipment, not everybody's been able to get online. So we created additional projects where we could work with people on the phone or through email or through messaging. We worked with some residential homes by working with their activity coordinators. And we did some amazing, co-created songs where we worked with people across the country twice a week, so that we could connect to people through that. We did event energizers in companies online, and we also created other projects that would enable people to come together who maybe were struggling to get online. Because I think, although that's been amazing, being able to do things like this and communicate remotely, that's not been the same for everybody. So either because of anxiety or mental health issues, or because of tech skills, or because of lack of equipment, not everybody's been able to get online. So we created additional projects where we could work with people on the phone or through email or through messaging. We worked with some residential homes by working with their activity coordinators. And we did some amazing co-created songs where we worked with people across the country to help us write and perform brand new pieces of music.
Managed to keep yourselves quite busy then. I tell you what, let's have a listen to the award-winning song that you and your team created during lockdown, and it engaged around about 300 people from across 3 to 92.
Heart meets heart, heart meets heart, it's a brand new start. Heart meets heart, heart meets heart, heart meets heart, it's a brand new start. Zooming our families and loved ones, the different ways we can meet. Let's make our world a brighter, better place.
Over the years,
Heart meets heart, heart meets heart.
Haven't we all? I've handed out leaflets.
And the song won a Community Spirit Award for the song called Adele Community Foundation. What a fabulous song that is, isn't that amazing? Emma, this is wonderful. It's so joyous to see all of that. What a great thing.
It meant so much to us as a team. And, because we were all struggling as well. We'd lost our sense of purpose when lockdown first happened. And we knew that so many of our participants were isolated prior to COVID because of their experiences. And we really didn't want that to be exacerbated during COVID. So we worked really hard to help keep people stay connected and feel uplifted. And the feedback that we got, people called the project a lifeline. People talked about how they'd been feeling really unhappy and really isolated, and how this had given them a sense of purpose. And people were so excited. People told all their friends and family in the run up to us launching the final song, and it was just phenomenal. It had such a huge impact for so many people.
Hair is, I'm sorry, but I saw in a picture, your hair is so long, it's beautiful. In that picture, it's down there, isn't it? If you ever gonna,
very long.
it is, isn't it amazing? Listen, if you're ever going to sell that, cut that. Sorry, here we go. If you're ever going to cut that, cut it up there so you can sell the rest. I'll buy it off you. I'll make another one of these. Emma, thank you so much for joining us. It's so lovely to hear about your wonderful singing group. If people want to find out more, where can they find you?
So we'd love to tell you more about our workplace programs and our community groups, and you can find more by contacting admin at sharedharmonies.co.uk. We've got a website which is just www.sharedharmonies.co.uk. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn. So please do find me. Please do ask us questions. We'd love to talk to you. We'd love to work with you. We'd love to show you and let you experience the power of singing.
Lovely. Emma Baylin, thank you so much. I'll follow you on Twitter, but you better follow me back, otherwise you're dead to me. I'm joking.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.